Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Ryan from Sell That Option. We're going to go over exactly how I banked 50% in one day on this video blog or vlog, right? Before I get into that, I want to show this right here. You all can enter this code for 25% off our memberships page. I always like to say, hey, we've got some really easily replicatable and easily followed trading strategies here at Sell That Option. Join us, right? Take control of your trading right now. 25% off are already insanely low membership rates, okay? So there it is. Join us. Take control of your trading right now. Let's do it. Okay, so let's get right into how I banked 50% in one day on this particular trade. So here we are. Here's why I entered this trade. I want to point out what these lines are. So this is the 1 hour chart here. And so what I have here is I have a 1.5 standard deviation line. So the standard deviation lines do a couple of things. One, they tell us what the trend is, right? They give us a slope, if you will, right? Think standard deviations from high school math, right? And I've got a blog right here linked off of this that talks exactly about why I use standard deviations in my trading. Okay, so we have the 1.5 standard deviation line, right? We remember from math that one standard deviation is 68% of price action or data is going to fall between those numerical values. Two standard deviations is going to be 95% of price action is going to fall between those values. Well, the 1.5 standard deviation line, right at about, it's either 86 or 88% of price action is going to follow between the plus 1.5 standard deviation mark and the negative 1.5 standard deviation mark. And so right here you can see we have the 1.5 standard deviation mark. Bam, right here we have an upward slope. So our price action here in FXE is just below the 1.5 standard deviation mark, right? So we've had a move from the positive 1.5 standard deviation mark all the way down to the bottom 1.5 standard deviation mark with an upward slope. So what do I want to do? I want to sell a credit spread right below the market here, anticipating that we're going to see a move up. So that's exactly what I did, right? I put a credit spread right here for about 10 days out from expiration to give me some time to let the trend work in my favor. I had no idea that I was going to bank 50% overnight, right? 50% overnight. So I took in 26 cents a credit, sold the 106.5 put, bought the 105.5 put for 26 in credit. So I had a break even of 106.24, which is this line right here. This right here is the one standard deviation expected move during that time, so we are clearly skewed in our favor, and we entered a good till canceled order to buy back the entire spread at 13 cents. So then what happens, right? We have our one standard deviation line right here. We see the trend is continuing to move up. Right, so this is where we entered the trade, and then boom, jumped right off of that 1.5 standard deviation line, and boom, we are in and out of the trade, jumped back up to the mean, which you can see FXE just repeatedly does, right? Easy trading, right? You just gotta have your system in place, and you gotta put risk in your favor, right? So we had two primary areas of risk that we put in our favor. One, standard deviation line, right? We know statistically the amount of price action that's going to be between that and the trend line was moving in our favor. And so trend line's moving in our favor, standard deviation, sell right below, entered a good till canceled order, and boom, bank that 50% profit. As you can see here, here's the screenshot open, and I actually did a couple of trades here, right? Did a couple of trades here, one for that 10 days out from expiration. You can see here the trade that we're looking at is this 106.5, 105.5 to 106.5, 105.5. Boom, we got that. The other one took just over a day. We got out right at the open, but same thing, 106 and 105. We took in 22 cents of credit. Right, I went out to the monthly expiration just to get a little bit more time, and still a day and a half later, right, more than 50% credit. So 22 cents of credit brought in, we got out at 9 cents. That's more than 50%, right? And so this is an awesome example of the type of trading when you understand your system and you understand risk and you understand trend lines, what you can do, right? So again, here we go, 25% off here at our memberships. Enter this code. I look forward to seeing you on the other side.